Hello everybody, this is Ch.3 and welcome back to Neverwinter Nights. Alright, so off screen I identified the armor that I got from defeating Clouth, and it is the Red Dragon armor. It is extremely good, so yeah, just get the armor bonus and the extra fire resistance, which will come in handy shortly. And I did put the Ring of Protection plus 5 on as opposed to the Lanta's Ring because the extra defense will outweigh the benefits of the 1 regeneration there. So and I put the potions of speed down there. Why am I preparing like this? Well, you'll find out, but let's get the word of power first. Adrienne.
You have done well to find the second word. Its power draws my spell, so that my projection may speak to you in this vision. There is much you must know.
What do you have to tell me?
Morgrim is nothing but a fool. He does not truly understand what he seeks. The words are ancient beyond imagination. They contain power he cannot fathom. I, Adrienne of the Word Slaves, was there at the beginning when the world was hot and this land was jungle where the old ones ruled.
Word slaves?
The living power of the words Morgrim seeks had to be bound in the flesh of the Word Slaves. We were unwilling guardians, our souls tied to the ancient magic of the Old Ones. When the world was hot, we Word Slaves suffered for the empire of the Old Ones. The words ripping their power from our tortured spirits and our living flesh.
Old Ones.
The Old Ones are my people. An ancient race of lizard folk who ruled the north before the dawn of time. We were old when even the elves were young. We were the first. We were the creator race. But we were also a race of unbridled cruelty. The strong ruled and the weak suffered. And we Word Slaves suffered most of all. Such was the way when the world was young and hot.
When the world was hot? What are you talking about?
Once this winter land was a lush jungle. Vents from the earth blasted scorching steam into the sky, and the world was warm and fruitful. The Old Ones lived in this paradise, as did we Word Slaves.
What does this have to do with me?
The humans and elves and dwarves were but slaves to my people, the creator race. Just as I was a slave, bound with the power of the words. Until the extinction of my people, and the coming of the endless winter.
Can you tell me about the extinction of the Old Ones?
The world grew cold, the jungles died, frost and snow covered the land. For all their power, the masters could not stop the change. They vanished from the world, consumed by the earth that had turned against them.
If your people were wiped out, how did you survive?
When the Old Ones vanished, the power of their words remained, as did we, the Word Slaves bound to that power, forced to walk the now frozen and desolate earth, forced to preserve the words and legacy of our masters. Many Word Slaves died when the endless winter came, but some learned to survive in the frozen waste, hiding from the lesser races who now hunted us. To survive what the Masters could not endure.
What happened to the words of power when the old ones died?
Over the centuries, the magic of the words became dormant. Their power faded. And as we who were left behind grew strong, the bonds enslaving us were broken. We who had once been slaves scattered and hid the words, so that we would be forever free of their legacy. Now, thousands of years have passed, and even we who hid the words no longer know where to find them.
What does this have to do with Mogrim?
Mogrim seeks to unlock the dormant power of the words, so that he may enslave again. Word slaves, humans, dwarves, elves. Mogrim would have all bow to him as master.
Mogrim will never succeed. I will stop him.
Mogrim is already doomed. The words were meant to release ancient evil upon the land, to devastate those who survived the change the old ones could not. The plague was only the first of the evils the words will unleash. The world as you know it shall be no more if Mogrim succeeds. This is the legacy of the creators. The words. No! It cannot be! Oh! Morag!
Morag?
Morag! He strikes at me! This cannot be! She attacks me through the words. She disrupts my spell of projection.
Wait, you were going to say something more about the words.
No!
Uh-oh. Don't tell me our only ally is dead. Oh well. Hopefully not. Alright, let's go. Alright, there's one or two things we can do. One of them is completely optional, but the other is, well, it's technically optional, but it's a good idea to do it because it's free experience. The other one requires a sacrifice, so I'll elaborate on that when it comes time for that sacrifice. But in my opinion, it's worth it's worth it. All right, let's give Clouth's head to Gorgotha.
I smell blood and something else. Something foul. You have the head of Clouth, the ancient red worm. Give it to me, that I might see the proof of his death with my own eyes.
I am honored to give you the worm's head, mighty Gorgotha. The terror of Clouth has been ended. No longer will his minions raid my lair. The evil power of the ancient worm has been broken. We dragons are loath to part with our treasure hoard, but you have earned your reward. Take this, the premier item of all the treasure I have collected, and we got a belt. Persuade. Alright. I thank you for this generous gift, mighty Gorgotha. Now, my letter, anything else? Nope, I'll be going, and she's gonna thank us, and don't thank us just yet. Alright, so this part is very much optional, and actually, in order to be able to do it, it requires a bit of luck. Which I have not been getting so far. This is not my first attempt to try and kill her, but let's try it again, because the experience is worth it. The one sacrifice is that you will get a hit of 5 towards evil if you do kill her. Obviously, I can afford that, so I'm not going to worry about that. So let's get this started here. First, she has the ability to wipe out the effect of the Boots of Speed, so obviously if she does that, then the boots will be useless. So I'm just going to rely on Potions of Speed for this fight. I'm going to use Boots of Striding to give myself as much hit points as possible. Alright, got that on, got that on, got that on. And anything else? No, alright, let's get buffed up. 9, F7, F6. Move these to where the potion of endurance is. Alright. Kai damage, and let's do this.
Prepare to become one
Potion of speed first.
with eternity.
Nice. Yes, critical hits. Come on, man. Now, she has easily the most powerful breath attack of all 3 dragons. It can do triple digits, so that's why I've got as much hit points as possible. And I would highly recommend keeping a very close eye on your hit points. So I've got all of my critical potions here. There's the potion of speed. Come on. And here comes the breath attack. Wow.
Foolish to challenge me.
Come on. Missed me a few times, damn it.
Your end.
Wow, this is gonna be tough. Come on, kill her. Come on, man. Kill her. Almost. Yes! Got her! Alright, now. Yeah, do not... I actually killed her once before in a previous attempt, but I made the mistake of removing these things. If you remove these things with your hit points this low, you will die. So, let's rest first. Alright. We're safe. Oh, man. My heart's pounding right now. Still. Boots of speed. And I definitely need to buy a lot more potions. But yeah, we got 600 experience for that. And look how close we are to level 16 already. So how much experience has that been so far? Like 12,000? Just from the Moonwood? Yeah. Alright. Anything else? No, let's put this back on, I guess. And, yeah, sounds good. Alright. Let's pick this up. Dragon blood. Alright. Yeah, let's go off. Nah, I won't bother picking up her eggs, but yeah, you can actually... She does have eggs that you can steal as well for cloth, but, you know. I just wanted one...
Prepare to become one with eternity.
And they're in there, obviously. They look kind of cool. They're golden eggs. Yeah. Dragon blood, and what do we got here? Bull strength. Awesome. That'll save me some money, I guess. Or not really, because we can't buy them. Darn it. Oh well. I'll buy what I can and have to restock on them. But that should be it in terms of dragons, if I recall. So, thank God! But I think, considering how much experience we've gotten this at this point, it was worth the hassle. Anything else up here? Nice. Warhammer. What's this? Banded mail. Come on, loot bag. There we go. Nice. Alright. Well, that looks like that's it. So yeah, let's head back to the Temple of Tyr, and then head back to Aarin's Lodge. I'll meet you back at Aarin's Lodge to hand over the Word of Power. Alright.
The city of Neverwinter is forever in your debt for recovering the first Word of Power. We hope you will have continued success on your mission to thwart Margrim and his followers. But now is not the time to dwell on past successes. There are more words yet to be found before Margrim gets his claws on them.
I have one of the Words of Power.
Why didn't you say something earlier?
You didn't ask.
Hopefully this will slow the armies advancing on Neverwinter. At the very least, the loss of another Word of Power will strike a harsh blow to the plans of Mulgrim's cult, whatever they may be. You have done well. The Lord's Alliance and Neverwinter are grateful for your efforts. And on their behalf, I would like to give you this reward of 3,000 gold coins.
Not to seem ungrateful, Aarin, but gold doesn't provide much protection against the kind of enemies I've been facing. True enough.
I wish I had something to spare.
Darn it.
But the few magical items donated by the retired heroes of the Lord's Alliance are required in the defense of Neverwinter. I have nothing to spare. I'm sorry.
Ah, well. I ran into Hadrian again, though.
Hadrian? What did the lizard woman have to say this time?
She spoke of the ancient creator races. She claimed to be one of them. I think she's a friend.
I'm no history expert, but wouldn't that make her thousands of years old? I'm not sure whether I believe her, and I don't know what this has to do with Margrim. But I intend to try and find out. Leave Hadrian to me. Margrim and his crew are still skulking around the countryside, which means they must believe there's at least one more word still undiscovered. Find it before they do. I wish you luck in your mission. The very survival of Neverwinter may depend on it.
Well, there we go. 2 down, 1 to go, and then, yes. Alright, so I guess we'll have to look after the third Word of Power at a later date, because, well, we are at level 15, and we can actually speak to our henchmen to, well, progress their stories, and I think we can actually get, we actually have 2 of the items for 2 of them, and I believe it's Grimgnaw and Boddyknock. I'm not entirely sure. I know Grimgnaw is one of them, so I guess we'll have to take care of that next time. This is Ch.3 1983 signing off. Thank you for watching, and have a good one.